today. From Empower Field at Mile High in Denver.
And off we go from Denver. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Here's Russell Wilson, 11th season in the league. First, of course, with Denver after a high-profile trade this offseason that saw him dealt from Seattle. And here's Wilson to throw right away. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
I'm not sure exactly what they had planned for play number 1 from scrimmage, but I can guarantee it wasn't that interception.
No doubt about that one, because in their daydream, this was going to be a dream play to get things started. Instead, it turned into a nightmare for them.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Carr. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. After the interception, here's Wilson. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. And he'll go down in the end zone. Down goes Wilson. It's a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away, because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
Carr's throw complete here to Waller. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Jet sweep. Carr bats it forward. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. From just shy of midfield, Carr looking left side, and it's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Mac Hollins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. On is the Raider kickoff unit now, as they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight. And that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
Now Wilson on first down. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now Wilson. Got his man, it's Dulcich. He'll get it to the 40. Sweet little move in there, but couldn't get much yardage out of it. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 4 catches, 59 yards.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
Wilson's throw taken in by Sutton. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Wilson will throw again. Throw to the right, caught by Dulcich. And he will have a Broncos first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. The first carry now. This is Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Throwing is Wilson. Steps away to his left. This will be caught. Judy. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Here's Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. On 2nd down, Williams. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Javonte Williams, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are back within a score. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is down to 2. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. The Raiders at 7-2 here on the year. Their head coach, he's got them believing in themselves. They've won 7 of their last 9 games now.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is taken at the 18. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Denver's offense now set to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw hauled in by Washington.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Once again, it's Jacobs. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Shotgun now for Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that will bring up 2nd down. Through 1 quarter, 9-7 our score. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Draymond Jones in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. The kick by Carlson is good. And that will push the lead up to 12-7. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their 25-yard line. He'll start things out by handing to Edmonds. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Play action. Now Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. Wilson. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the 1st. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
On 4th down, Michael Pilardi on to punt. Hunter Renfrow deep to return for the Raiders. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Raiders football 1st and 10. So here are the Raiders now to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Counter play with Jacobs. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Carr. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 44-yard line. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Carr now on first down. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. So after the sack, Carr in Las Vegas with a 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw. Working the middle here. That's complete to Moreau, the tight end. And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. So Carr exits on 4th down, and on comes Daniel Carlson for the field goal try. Carlson able to put this one through. And that now makes this a 15-7 game. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now we'll run straight ahead with Edmonds. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Throw over the middle, taken in by Dulcich. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Quinn Miners, 3rd-round pick in 2021, called for the penalty. Wilson. Open man Hamler, that's complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Wilson. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate.
He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Adams. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Carr. And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass, and the Raiders go up by 2 touchdowns. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Carlson on for the PAT. And the lead is up to 15 now. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it concludes with a touchdown reception by Darren Waller. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. And Denver getting set to take the field. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's 1 interception, we're still in the first half, I'm about to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, a quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Again, Wilson will keep it. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's Carr. A short one here secured by the tight end Waller. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From midfield, here's Carr. And he slings one that's incomplete. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now Carr. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more time.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
On 2nd and 10, Carr. And he comes back with one complete.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9. Again, it's Carr.
Caught outright by Renfro. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will do it for this first half.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line can play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Josie Jewell. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football.
Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson to throw.
Pass complete to Judy on the out route. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Now it's Wilson.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Carr to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Carr going to throw. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little game. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Carr. He's got Renfro on the out route. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. On 1st down, Carr. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Dante Fowler, give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Throwing on 2nd and long. Carr. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Carr now to throw. Short throw going to be caught by Waller. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Powering forward. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
The big man, P.J. Hall, had the path to the QB there.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And he goes out right around the 39. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. They'll begin with much more advantageous starting field position than they did on their last drive as they come up here 1st and 10. Now Carr. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Carr, wide open receiver, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A gain there of 21 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. To throw, it's Carr. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Throwing now is Carr. Being chased down, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Randy Gregory gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. And coming out now, the Broncos.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
From the 24, Wilson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Now Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Deron Harmon right there on the coverage.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Carr now on 1st down. That's caught by Waller out left side. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. To throw his Carr. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. Well, these two teams, they met up in Denver earlier this season with the Broncos. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done it.
Carr will try it again on 2nd down. Over the middle, complete. It's White. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Carr to throw again. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. To throw again on 2nd down. Carr. That's DK Metcalf running the slant. He's got it. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Carr. And, oh, that would get a wide up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. Third down coming up.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Out. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Raiders pick it up. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Jet sweep. Carr backs it forward. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The Raiders on third down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. They're looking at third and a few inches. Operating from the gun. Carr. Touchdown, Raiders. Third touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. To throw is Wilson. Out quickly to Judy. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. But this game well in hand. Perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. Throw left side, taken in by Washington. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. The Broncos on third down, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. A throw left side, hauled in by Hamler. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
You know, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 45-yard line. Now Wilson. Throw to the right, caught by Dulcich. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Working with a 2nd and 4. Throwing is Wilson. This is Hamler on the crossing route. He's got it. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Wilson. Flush to his right. And they'll have it in the...
It hasn't been a cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Yeah, the Broncos are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Edmonds fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. The open man here, Renfro. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. On the tackle, it's Randy Gregory. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. Here's A.J. Cole now. He's been terrific so far. And that's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. The Broncos are about set to go on offense. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 27. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Bilal Nichols able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Partner, my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front 7 today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. He's got Hamler on the out route. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Off the draw, here's Williams. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Boy, so that likely would have forced a 4th down were it not for the penalty. Instead, a gift of 15 yards.
That's a tough way to get a gift, isn't it? But the yardage, secondary to what you just described. The big result, a free 1st down.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now it's Wilson. That's going to be caught by Judy. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. To throw again is Wilson. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 32-yard line. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On first down, Wilson.
This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. So give him the yardage on the completion and also tack on 15 more.
If you get that hand up there, you've got to let go immediately or just not close the hand at all. He didn't, gave it a tug, and that was easy for the officials to see.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down.
He'll get this underneath to Edmonds.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Throwing again here, Wilson. His pass caught at the 4. Touchdown!
Greg Dulcich
with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Broncos get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. It seemed like they were so focused elsewhere, they forgot about the tight end spot, and he's the one that burns them there to make this a 3-score game here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
I think there might be a little bit of defensive fatigue from those guys on that side of the ball, partner, because they've been spending their time trying to stop them from all angles. This time, the tight end gets them.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So that drive in total 8 plays.
And a Greg Dulcich touchdown reception finished that drive off.
And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
First down, here's White. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They keep it on the ground. White again.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Give them 12 yards that time and a Las Vegas first.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders.
And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They dealt the off.
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through.